Howdy folks, we're going to do a quick review today on Heritage Rough Rider versus a Chiappa 1873-22. So first we'll go over what each gun has to offer. So the Chiappa is full-size frame, so same as a 45. They don't come with wooden grips, they come with plastic ones. I upgraded to wood ones. These were like I think 26, 27 bucks time I got them from Midwest Gun Works, shipping and handling and everything included. Pretty nice looking grip, so you can aftermarket that, but they have cheap plastic black ones, these wood ones, and cheap plastic white ones. That's your options. The Heritage Rough Rider, as far as grips go, those are the ones that came with. This gun is much older than the other one, so that's why it looks more beat up. Fit and finish is actually better on these, but this one I've had way longer than the other one. Come with really nice wooden grips. You can upgrade or change grips out. They have a ridiculous amount of grips, cylinder options. This one came with 2 cylinders. I got a 22 Magnum cylinder with it. This one did not, even though they do make one for it. See the difference in the frame size there. Let's see what else. The ejector tab on here is metal, where the Rough Rider is plastic. This one has 4 clicks, so it's got a safety notch plus a manual safety. I'm not working this because it's loaded. I'll show a little more after I shoot them. Sight picture on this one's better than the Chiappa. I've got 3 Rough Riders. This one's got the worst sight picture of all of them. Part of it might just be it's a little worn out, but it never had a very good one to begin with. That notch is pretty shallow. As far as accuracy goes, I can kind of figure out where to hold with this one. This one I basically just point. The longer barreled ones though are more accurate than the Chiappa. But it might be just this particular Rough Rider in the 4 3/4 that's not accurate. I don't know. It's the only one I've ever shot in that configuration. Let's see, what else can I say? These are all like an alloy of some sort, the Chiappas. And then they've got sleeves in the barrel and in the cylinder that are steel, where a Rough Rider, I think it's an alloyed frame, but the cylinder and the barrel are actually steel. So this is going to last a little longer. I think it's not going to, you're not going to have pressure issues, especially when you put that 22 Magnum cylinder in. This one can handle it. I'm not as sure about this one. This one's got a longer ejector tube than this one. So for looks, I don't know. I like the fit and finish better on this one, but I like the size and the proportions of this one better with that bigger cylinder and everything. It just looks a little more authentic. And once I got these grips on, it felt pretty good. As far as unboxing them and being ready to shoot, I had to file the frame a bunch on the Chiappa. The Rough Rider I've never had a problem with. I've shot thousands of rounds through this gun. I haven't had this one that long. Shot a few hundred through it. Once I filed down the frame, so because when the frame originally, there's a little, I don't know what you want to call it, ridge there that I had to file down. When it was empty, the cylinder would spin. Loaded, it would catch on the back of the case and it wouldn't even spin. You couldn't even work the action when it was loaded. So that's not all that great. This one only has 3 hammer clicks, so it's not as authentic that way. Doesn't have any safety whatsoever. That hammer is resting on the firing pin, pushing it forward. And if I didn't have an empty one under the hammer, that firing pin would be resting on the back of the shell right now. So definitely a 5-shot only operation if you're going to carry it. This one, I still only carry 5, but you got a safety notch and a manual safety, so way, way, way safer. The manual safety looks kind of dumb, I know, but I kind of like having it there because, like, if I'm out here with my kids, I want to know that there's no way that gun's going to go off unintentionally. So that one's got that over the Chiappa. See, I don't know if there's anything else I really need to mention. I guess I'll talk about another reason to choose one over the other is parts. If these are cheap guns, things break. They're that's what's going to happen. Something's going to break on them eventually. Can you get parts? I haven't had to order directly from Chiappa yet. I've ordered trigger springs and cylinder rotator springs for these before because I shoot them way too much and I kind of abuse them. Not too terrible, but enough. And to take them apart and replace the parts, piece of cake. To order them, they have a terrific website. You can find anything you need on there, even upgrading to all sorts of different things. And Chiappa's website, no pictures. Heritage has all kinds of pictures. If you don't know what your part's called for this thing, I don't know how you're going to find it, honestly. If you're just a Joe Blow and something breaks, you take it apart, you figure out what's wrong, but you don't know what it's called, you're going to have a hard time figuring that out. You're going to have to do extra steps. This gun, you take it apart, you pull out spring or whatever that's broken, and you're going to be able to find it right away on Heritage website. So, I mean, overall, I would push you to buy the Heritage over this. I think they'll last longer and maintenance will be better. But this one's full size and doesn't have that ugly safety. So it's all kind of personal preference, but that's my take on both of them. Now we'll empty them both out and probably let you go shortly after that. So here we go. I hit the target twice out of 5. A couple kind of squibby loads there out of these Federal Auto matches. Usually I have pretty good luck with them, but the last couple boxes are not quite as good as some. But for loading and unloading, they're same half cock operation. Gotta eject your empties. But yeah, this one only has 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4. So I kind of like the 4 clicks better. It's more authentic. But then everything else about this one's more authentic than the other one. So that's just kind of personal preference. You have to see what you like. But having to file down that frame was a little irritating. I got this gun really cheap because of some finish issues. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have it. But it's a lot of fun to shoot. They're both a lot of fun. I mean, as far as fun shooting goes, one doesn't have anything over the other. As long as they're both functioning properly, they're a lot of fun. So that's kind of what I have to say about them, and thanks for watching.